So let's check in with some of these idiot Trump voters who are currently in the finding out phase. And there's more and more of these morons every single day. Now, why don't we begin with someone who's actually well known, Dave Portnoy. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this guy. I'm gonna plead a little bit of ignorance here. I know who he is. I haven't been exposed to much of his stuff. I know he's with Barstool Sports. I think he's the president of that operation. Where I see this guy mostly, let me take that off here. I don't need to put that up there yet. Where I see him mostly is he pops up in my social media feeds. He does this thing where he reviews pizza restaurants. And he'll come out of the restaurant with a box of pizza standing on the sidewalk, and he eats a slice, and then he gives it a rating. For some reason, this is like really popular or something. I've watched a few of these. It doesn't even make any sense to me. He comes out and he says, all right, everybody knows the rule, 1 bite, and then he proceeds to take like 15 bites. I don't know. The whole thing is stupid, if you ask me. Anyways, Dave Portnoy is, I don't know if he's a podcaster or what, but he's in that bro podcaster sort of realm. The bros really like Dave Portnoy. He used to be on Tucker Carlson's show a lot. He kind of pretends, I think, to be sort of middle of the road, just calling it like he sees it kind of guy. Rails against wokeness and all that crap, and I think he was fully on board the Trump train, so to speak. Anyways, here is what he posted. Now, this is his post was quote tweeted or whatever on Blue Sky by Ron Filipkowski. Anyways, here's what Dave Portnoy wrote. If I'm going to be fair, these questions need to be asked today. Why is the release of the Epstein list always a shit show? Well, let me answer that for you right now. It's because Donald Trump is on that list. That's why. I know they promised the release of it because that's what the Trump cult wanted to hear. But Pam Bondi is now delaying the release of that so she can try to scrub Donald Trump's name out of all the documents. So that's how you answer that question, Dave. Okay, what else he writes? What's the point of booting out illegals and criminals while somehow becoming a safe haven for the Tate brothers? Good question, Dave. Maybe it's because Donald Trump himself is a racist and a rapist. I meant to say rapist, but racist works as well. He's a rapist, and so maybe he feels an affinity towards other rapists and wants to help them out. You know, maybe you should have thought about that, Dave. If being anti-rape and sex trafficking and all of that stuff was important to you, as a lot of Trump cultists pretend that it's important to them, maybe you shouldn't have actually voted for a rapist. Just saying. Okay, what else did this genius say here? Oh, that's right, he's into crypto. Why is crypto in the toilet if Trump is crypto king? What, Dave, would make you think that Trump is crypto king? It was not long ago that Donald Trump said crypto is a scam. He wants nothing to do with crypto. Then all of a sudden during the election, when he realized, because people told him that he could make a lot of money by putting out this worthless meme coin and getting on board this crypto and promising all these crypto bros out there like you, Dave, that he would be the crypto king to get your votes so that he could stay out of prison. It's only really been in the last less than a year that Donald Trump has become the self-branded crypto king. Why would you believe that, Dave? I thought you were this, calling it like you see it, telling it like it is kind of guy. But you're too stupid to see this obvious grift and con job of Donald Trump, the world's biggest pathological liar, a man who is running primarily to stay out of prison. You couldn't see through that guy's lies? Maybe you're not that sharp, Dave Portnoy. Okay, what else did this guy say? Okay, finally, how far does Tesla stock have to crash before Elon goes back to work? Aw, Dave, are you not happy with Elon Musk? Are you not? Oh, so sad. Maybe you shouldn't have voted for a guy who was bought and paid for by the oligarch class, primarily and most importantly by Elon Musk himself. Maybe, Dave, if you were paying attention during the election and you noticed that Elon Musk was sinking nearly $250 million into Trump's campaign, maybe you should have questioned, what's going on there? What is Elon Musk up to? But no, you didn't question that at all, did you, Dave? Because, sucking Trump's ass for your audience was good for business, right? Until it's not. Whatever. Okay, what else do we have here? Sorry, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here's one. Here's an account who calls himself Han Shawnity. Now, I never heard of this person, so I looked this person up. I wanted to make sure that this wasn't just a parody account. But no, this guy actually is MAGA. He loves Ron DeSantis. He loves MAGA up until recently. Here's what he wrote. I am so angry this morning. The Tates should have died in prison with the full encouragement of the United States. Instead, Trump decided the best course of action would be to pressure Romania into releasing them and have them come to the United States. It's safe to say I am officially regretting my vote for Trump. This is a deal breaker for me. So, after a decade of Donald Trump being in the public eye on the politics stage, and knowing what a scumbag he is, what a liar he is, what a criminal he is, and what a sexual deviant he is, the fact that he's an adjudicated rapist, none of that was a problem for you. But then, just a month into him being in office, after you voted for him, Han Shawnity, now you're upset to find out that an adjudicated rapist has an affinity for other rapists and wants to help them out? Not too bright, are you, Han Shawnity? But, as an obvious acolyte of Sean Hannity, one of the dumbest people in all of media, I shouldn't expect much else from you. Okay, so what else we have here? Oh, another Trump cultist upset with his Orange God King. Trump needs to cut the shit out. Like, I voted for him, and right now I'm getting screwed. Crypto is crashing. Oh, another crypto bro. What a moron. Crypto is crashing due to all his tariffs, and he didn't even have the decency to warn us Americans what would happen to our investments from all his tariffs. You think Donald Trump, in fairness to Donald Trump, which, I'm not in the habit of giving this idiot the benefit of the doubt, but in fairness to Donald Trump, he doesn't fucking know anything about tariffs. This moron literally believes that foreign countries pay tariffs. So you think that idiot who doesn't even understand what a tariff is understands the effect of his tariffs? He doesn't know. So, I gotta cut Trump some slack here. I gotta defend him a little against you, whoever the hell you are. Trump didn't know. Trump's a moron. So he couldn't warn you about that which he didn't understand. Anyway, back to this idiot. Thanks a lot. Now that I haven't been kicked in the teeth enough, now I'm getting screwed by the guy I voted for. Gee, if only you had been warned. Frickin' moron. I wonder if he knows what the results are from citizens who just snap because they simply cannot take a beating anymore. Costs of living are more than I can financially handle right now, and my entire investments have crashed more than 70% from his tariffs. Cry me a river, you mother... He should have warned us citizens what was going to happen so we could have pulled out. Now I'm holding bags of nothing that are worth less than nothing. You are investing in crypto. Crypto is built on nothing. The whole thing... Anyway, these people. Now I'm holding back. I hate life right now, and I am so miserable. Aw, that's a shame. And it didn't even take very long. I'm sure just a month ago, when Donald Trump was not putting his hand on the Bible to take that oath of office, you were probably celebrating. You probably thought it was the greatest thing ever. Your Orange God King, back in power. Everything was going to be great. And just a month later, now you're miserable? Now you hate life so much? Oh, it gets better. This motherfucker is going to force me to rob a bank just to pay bills. Figure of speech to the moron that actually thinks I'm serious. I'm just making a point. Sick of this shit. Oh, that's such a shame that you're feeling so desperate. It's actually coming into your mind that you might have to rob a bank. That's terrible. You had all your money wrapped up in crypto, and you voted for the self-described crypto king, who not too long ago was saying crypto was a scam, and then he comes out with his worthless meme, and you go right along with it. I bet this moron actually bought the Trump meme coin. Maybe that's why he's so upset, because so many people who put their money in that have lost it all. What else do we have here? Just a couple of more real quick for you here. This is a good point. This guy is actually not a Trump cultist. I looked him up. He's a real account, but not a Trump cultist. He's kind of middle of the road. He's a little Trumpy over here. There's a little anti-Trumpy over there. He makes this point. If mass deportations aren't actually happening, and groceries are still expensive, and inflation is still in full swing, and the wars are still raging on, and even the Epstein files aren't actually being released, then what the fuck did anyone actually vote for? What is Trump even doing? Obviously, this is a legitimate question. And to answer your question, anyone who voted for him was an idiot. It was a con. He was running to stay out of prison. He wasn't running to do mass deportations. In fact, his billionaire oligarch overlords who bought and paid for his presidency aren't going to allow mass deportations. They're not going to allow their orange sock puppet to deport all of their cheap immigrant labor, so that's not happening. Grocery prices? Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about grocery prices. He didn't even know the word groceries. I just discovered the word. I was the first person to use the word groceries. It's like, who even thought of groceries? That guy? You thought that guy was going to bring down the price of groceries? And the wars are still raging on. You idiot. You really thought that Donald Trump was going to end the war in Ukraine in the first 24 hours? You think he was going to do anything in Gaza? And even the Epstein files aren't actually being released. Gee, I wonder why that is, genius. Trump's in the Epstein files. Trump's name's all over them. Of course they're not going to be released. What the hell did anyone actually voting for? What is Trump doing? What is Trump doing? He's playing golf. And he's basking in the glory of having his ass kissed everywhere he goes. That's what he's doing. He's playing golf. He's eating Big Macs. He's sleeping until whenever. Actually, he doesn't sleep too much. But he might as well, because he doesn't actually do anything but play golf, watch Fox News, eat Big Macs, and that's about it. Every once in a while, they drag his fat orange ass into the Oval Office and put some, executive orders, most of which are meaningless, in front of him to sign. And one more. This is a good point that this person on Twitter made. Blue Sky. This is from Blue Sky. Oh, that's too big. Let me back that down there. Okay. If they truly believed they were saving America, they'd be celebrating in the streets, not canceling town halls and hiding from their constituents. A very good point. And that should lift your spirits a little bit, because Donald Trump is destroying everything. And it may not feel like it right now, but he is destroying the Republican Party. These people are running scared. They know that Donald Trump is a disaster. They know Elon Musk is a disaster. They know that the American people are rising up and their own constituents are pissed. That's why they are now canceling town hall meetings. Because every time they show up to one, even in deep red Georgia, they're getting called out by angry constituents. So now they're just canceling town halls. Okay? And they're hiding. They're hiding in fear because this is a disaster. If they really believed that Trump is popular, that his agenda is popular, they'd be rushing home every weekend to see their happy constituents thank them for supporting Donald Trump. But that ain't happening. The exact opposite is happening. People are pissed. Donald Trump is destroying everything, and people are starting to feel it. People are starting to wake up. And once again, we're all going to suffer for this. But unfortunately, this is what it's going to take to wake people up and turn this thing around. Anyways, that'll do it for me right now. Thanks so much for watching. I will talk to you again soon.